Here is a requested tutorial on how to cut this stylish Basque dress with side drape or pleats. So if this is something you like, kindly hit on the subscribe button. So I'm going to mark out my basic measurement, which I've already done that. So for this dress, you'll be needing shoulder to bust line, under bust line, waistline, hip points, and your knee point. Your hip point is 7 or 8 inches after your waistline and your knee point. Please, I'm cutting this on a smaller size because drafting this might on the full size might be too big. Now measure your shoulder and you will divide it by 2 and mark. Then from that point, you're going to come down by 1 inch, mark a basic neckline of 3 inches. So from that 3 inches neckline, you connect it to that 1 inch you came down from your shoulder. Next is to find your armhole line, which is your bust measurement divided by 6 plus 1.5. Then I'll draw out a straight line there. So that measurement you have at your shoulder, you will extend it all the way to your chest line. Then place your ruler and draw a straight line. So after marking this now, I'm going to place my tape again and divide what I have into 2. Come in by ½ inch, place your tape and mark your bust measurement divided by 4. After marking this, the next step you take is to connect from the midpoint to the upper part and connect to your bust measurement divided by 4. The next step you take is to mark your dart. For your dart, you're going to place your tape and mark your nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2. Now you want to extend this all the way towards your hip point, then place your ruler and draw a straight line connecting. After connecting, the next step you're going to take is to mark out your dart. So from this midpoint of your armhole, connect it to your bust point. We are using a princess dart pattern for this. Now mark ½ inch on both sides of your waistline, come down by 1 inch and then go ahead to connect this all the way up. Connect to the other side. Now after marking this, mark ½ inch on both sides of your pattern. Then you're going to connect or blend this into the initial dart that you have already. Now after connecting this, measure that dart intake, which is 1 inch now, then replace it by the armhole, so that when you're joining the sides to the center of this dress, the sides will match up. So the next step I'll take is to go ahead to blend this out. Use my marker to extend it so that it will be more visible. Now extend your dart like 6 inches after your waistline. Now I'll go ahead to use my marker to outline. The next step I'll take is to insert my body measurement. Place your tape and mark your bust measurement divided by 4. Measure the dart intake, replace it, then add your stitching allowance of your choice. Now going down to the under bust, mark your under bust measurement divided by 4. The dart intake you have there, replace it and add your stitching allowance. Place your tape at your waist, measure around your waist measurement, divide it by 4 and mark. Pick the dart intake you have here, then you're going to replace it. Your dart intake should be like 1 inch and then add any stitching allowance of your choice. So what you're going to do is to place your ruler, connect from the bust to the under bust to the waistline, and next is to connect to your hip point. Place your tape, mark your hip measurement divided by 4. Then you're going to add your stitching allowance of choice. So after marking this now, you're going to connect from the waistline all the way to the hip point. Place your tape, measure your hip point. Whatever you have, you're going to take out 1.5 inches and you're going to mark it at your knee point. Now, this is because the lower part of this dress is not that fitted. You just take out 1.5 or you can even take out 1 inch. Then you're going to extend this, whatever you have at the knee, going to mark it all the way to the lower part of your dress. What I'll do now is to place my ruler, connect from the knee point to the hip and then extend this all the way to the lower part of this pattern. Next step is to measure the neckline. Determine where you want the depth of your neckline to be. You can use 6 inches, 7 inches, 5.5. This totally depends on you. Next, you're going to connect from your waist all the way down. Now from your hip point, from what we have on this picture, you're meant to come down at least 10 to 14 inches after your waistline. So you can use 10, 11, 12 or 14 depending on how tall the person is, or you can also measure where you want the basque to be. So I'll just go ahead to outline this, and we're going to slash and spread the sides of this pattern. So what I'll do is to slash and spread this. Now whatever you're doing here should also correspond with the back pattern. So you're going to connect it this way. Now come up from the knee about 2.5 inches, 3 inches from the knee, right? Then you're going to label what you have. Next step is to go ahead to cut this out. I'll go ahead to cut this all the way out. Next, you're going to mark your bust dart, and to get your bust dart is the difference between your shoulder to waist in front and your shoulder to waist at the back. For example, your shoulder to waist in front is 17, while the back is 16. You do 17 minus 16, so that 1 inch is your bust dart. I'll go ahead to outline this and we'll cut this out. So if you have any questions so far, please kindly go ahead to ask. Make sure you blend your bust dart before going ahead to cut out. So this part, you cut it out and join it back as one piece, while the lower part are going to slash and spread it with the sides of the back pattern also, to create that pleated or ruch effect by the side of the basque of the dress. Now let's cut the back pattern. To cut the back pattern, you need to mark out your zipper allowance. I marked the shoulder divided by 2. I found the chest line like the way we did the front part. I marked the shoulder to bust, shoulder to waistline. Then you will get your hip point for the back, then mark the knee point. So after that, your gown length. Now the next step you're going to take is to start marking your dart, which you're going to mark your nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2, and you're going to extend this towards your hip point and draw a straight line. After marking this, you're going to mark 1/2 inch on both sides, come down by 1 inch here, and then you extend the dart lines all the way up. So you know we are cutting this in a miniature size. You need to measure at least 6 inches after your waistline. That is where you're going to extend your dart legs to. Now connect this to this point and connect to the other side. Next is to insert your body measurement. Mark your bust circumference divided by 4 and add your stitching allowance. At the waistline, mark your waist measurement divided by 4, pick the dart intake, replace, and add your stitching allowance. Now you're going to mark your hip measurement divided by 4, add your sewing allowance. Now whatever you have here, take out 1.5 inches from it and mark all the way to the knee point. That measurement you have at the knee, you will extend it all the way down to the gown length. Now place your ruler and start connecting. Connect this all the way to the lower part of this pattern. After you're done marking this, I'll mark 1/2 inch on the waistline, extend it all the way towards the upper part, and then I'll extend it 1 inch above my hip line. That is to take rid of your zipper bulge. For the back neckline, use 3 by 1 inch. Now from the waistline of your back pattern, you're going to connect this all the way down. So sorry, I forgot. I went ahead to connect it to the upper part. So just like I said, measure at least 10 inches to 14 inches, then you connect all the. Go ahead to take your own measurement. Now from this point, now come up by 2 to 3 inches, connect to the zipper point area. Let's assume what we have here is 2 to 3 inches, right? Because I'm cutting this on a miniature size. Now make sure that whatever you're slashing corresponds with that of the back pattern, right? Because we are going to slash and spread it and merge it up together. So if you're not sure of this point, at this point, you can just go ahead to place your pattern, your front pattern towards the back. So what I'll do now is to go ahead to cut this out. Please, if you have any area you're confused about, please kindly go ahead and ask. I'll cut out the zipper bulge. Then from here now, I'll just connect and cut this out. So you sew the dart at the upper part of your dress. You're going to sew that dart. Now for this area, we are going to do a slash and spread. Now I'm going to bring the front parts together, right? So if you notice, what I have is the same. So sorry, this part of my video is a bit blur. I did not realize that, right? So I'll just go ahead to number or label it again. Now we are going to slash and spread this side. We are actually going to place it on another pattern paper. Sorry, this part of the video is a bit blurry. I did not notice that until I was done drafting, right? You can just label it again in a way that you understand. Then you will start slashing and spreading it out. So after slashing and spreading the front pattern, we are going to slash and spread the back pattern of the dress also. I'll just go ahead and also cut out the back, right? So watch the area that I'm slashing is the part that we have already marked out towards the basque area. So you're going to place this, and I'll get another pattern paper, place this on top. Now to slash and spread, I have placed or spread out the front pattern. Now the part we are going to slash and spread now is that of the back pattern. This is the lower part. I'll take it out. Now let's work on the upper part of this dress. So this is the back pattern, right? This is number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, 5 and 6, right? So you arrange it accordingly, right? This is the part that has a zipper. So we need the part that has the zipper to face the other way around so that the hip on each side will match. Now when you're placing it, you flip it to the other side. Now when you flip, you're going to pin it down or use your tape to hold it down. Now you're going to repeat this for all your pattern, right? So you pick number 1, place it, make sure that the hip area is matched. To place number 2, what you will do is you're going to flip it. Are you seeing? Instead of placing it, I am flipping it the other way around so that the hip areas will match. Where you have the hip will match. Then I'll flip this again and I'll pin, right? Then next one, I will go ahead and also flip it, just like you see me doing. This is so that the hip of the two sides will match. Then for this side again, I will flip it this way. So next, I will place the lower part. You see this side that has zipper, I will flip it the other way. So this is what I meant by you will flip it so that the hip of the two sides will match. Then the front, you keep it that same way you cut it out. If you place it this way, the two hip side of your pattern will match, and then you will merge the lower part also, so that you're going to cut the skirt as one skirt. Now use your tape and sellotape or pin to hold it down together. Now the next step is to trace it out. So when you're tracing out, you're going to add extra 1/2 inch in front of your pattern so that it will match up, right? So you're going to connect what you have all the way this way. Watch what I am connecting. So for the lower part this way, you're going to connect it towards the zipper like you see me doing. Then for the other side, which is the front part of the dress that does not have a zipper, which I am going to cut now, you're just going to cut out, add about 1/2 inch to it all the way to the lower part of the pattern. So you're going to trace it all the way down. So what you will now have now is one piece, right, for the sides. So this is the back. You place it, you have to stitch out your dart. Now this is the sides of the front. Then you're going to connect this. Now you notice what you have is longer. That is when you will start creating your pleats. You start creating your pleats and you're going to gather it, right? You're going to gather it so that it will match up to the space that you have on this dress, that is on the basque area of the dress. Just like you have seen in this picture, you're going to pleat it so that it will match the basque area. That is what will now give that gathers or fullness effect by the side of the dress. Now after doing this, you're going to join it to the sides of your dress. Then on the other side also you're going to join it, but you need to finish making your dress, you need to finish making the upper part before joining this part together. On this side also you're going to create pleats and let it align, and you're going to match it up all the way towards the zipper of the dress. You're going to create pleats like you have seen. You're going to match it up all the way down to the zip, get that pleated effect.